How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing, man? It is your boy West Coast. We live in the building. We got the three amigos of Cowboy Talk. Arriba da You
Let's
feel
get
me?
it.
Hey, 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 hey. Shout out to
Hola,
my
hola, senor.
hola, senor. Hey, shout out to some of the
I don't
most.
know no Spanish. I'm from the country.
Hey, I don't give a damn what nobody says. Hispanics in the morning are some of the nicest people in the world. I don't know. They just get better sleep than everybody else, I guess. Because my people, we get up with an attitude.
Fact.
Facts, you know what I'm saying? But yo, man, it's your boy West Coast, man. I know it's 10:30 in the morning out here, so we semi up out here in California already on our day. But everywhere else in the world, man, you guys are up and you guys are moving. And I do not think my Facebook page is live right now. Hold on real quick. Give me 1 second. Wow, I knew something was up. All right, sorry about that, Facebook. Yeah, I was hating on y'all for a minute. It's online now. It should be on. Let's see if it's online. Let's see if it's boom, we're good. All right, so yo, for everybody that's tuning in right now, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. I got my two buddies on the line, man. The Cowboys that y'all love to hear. You know what I'm saying? Them
Let's
Cowboys that's that real deal, Holyfield. You feel me? The Cowboys that got to check their credit score before they go live. You know what I'm saying? Because life is real out here. You feel me? Life be real. Hey man,
Getting real nefarious.
Hey man, it's the 21st, 9 days away. Hey, no, let me tell y'all this right now. It's only 28 days in the month. So you only got 7 days to go see Landlord before he comes see you. It's Landlord from Alabama.
Absolutely.
What's up with you, man?
What's happening, man? You already know we finna get on some of this good Cowboys content today, man. What's happening?
Absolutely. Hey, man, remind them it's only 28 days of the month this month. So you're not going to get that extra reprieve. Get your rent on time. And
Yes,
then, yo,
sir.
man, and hey, man, I got my cousin on the line, man, from HTM Sports, man. What's up with you, Henny?
Hey, man, I can't call it, man. It's your boy Henny the Moore over here at HTM Sports. Getting ready to jump into this Cowboy content, man. You know, we keep the streets rating, man. Got to feed them.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, yo, man, today is National Will You Get Franchise Tag Day, man. So we're going to jump into a lot of this stuff. But before we do this, man, very, 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 very quickly, we're going to go through the SS real quick. Why? Because even though we only have about an hour of content, we still got to shout out to the people who pay bills around here. You feel me? Like,
Yes,
who would
sir.
we be if we didn't show those folks some love? So, yo, man, there's two people that get love over here. There's the real ass Cowboys fans, and then there are the weirdos. I'm gonna tell you who the real ass Cowboy fans. Those are the people who actually say hi in the comment box, send super chats, or share the content. Those are called engagements. You got to do that, fellas. Why? And fellettes, why? Because if you don't do that, we're not going to be able to see you and show you the love that you deserve. Okay. So real quick, I need every single person on Facebook, YouTube. Y'all know YouTube don't say hi unless you say hi to it first. So I need you guys to say hi to HTM, say hi to to Landlord from Alabama, say hi to West Coast Cowboy, say those things, say what's up to us so we can say hi to you very briefly and very quickly. All right. I'm gonna start with Facebook. I'm gonna say hi to everybody that's saying hi. Now, you guys know, as we say your name, 3 things you got to do. All start with an S. Make this shit real simple. That's the 4th S. First thing is you got to hit the share button. That only costs you 500 calories. You're going to lose 500 calories for every time you share the content. Get your shares in right now. Forget them steps. Them steps ain't doing nothing. Them shares going to change your life. You feel me? Next thing I need you to do is I need you to hit that star button. What is the star button? First off, if you're a goddamn Cowboy fan, that's just how it is, man. Facebook changed the whole algorithm and made it to send stars. Why? Because they knew you was important. So hit that star button. And then lastly, and never least, because YouTube is the one who invented all this stuff, I need y'all to hit that super chat button. Now, listen, I told you they all started with S, right? Look at that. Pick which S you gonna do, whether you're gonna hit the star button, whether you're gonna hit the share button, or whether you're gonna hit that super chat button. But whatever you do, yes, better do one of them. Don't be playing with the church's money in February.
Hey, Wes, you inspired somebody. Let me give a shout out to Mafia Miles GTA 5 with the $10 super chat. He says, towards landlords move to Dallas fund. Absolutely, sir. I need to be on the way down now. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Hey, well, I ain't trying to get in no business, but this is really Landlord become a 100% content creator fund. Then Landlord. Listen, Landlord might not want to move to Dallas. I don't know. I mean, he may got him, you know what I'm saying? You got to talk to the whole family. You feel me? I know this, Landlord. good ass internet is everywhere in the world to make you feel like you're everywhere.
True.
Let me
Go
get
ahead.
a shout out to Room 2010 1102 for subscribing to the channel, man. I appreciate the love and support.
Yes,
Already.
sir. Yes, sir. And hey, man, if y'all wondering why West Coast I look weird, it is not because I got into a punching match with Kellen Moore as I was walking through the hallways of LAX. I did not do that. Now I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. The video looked like me. Be real with you. It do look like me. It was not. It was not me. It was not me. Okay. And I did. Yes. And he did have a run the damn ball hat, but I did not. That was not me. Okay. But yeah, my eye a little messed up this morning because I had a little reaction. But it's all. That's why I haven't been going live. So I apologize.
Allegedly.
Oh, yeah, allegedly. Next time my lady say I didn't do it, I'm a duck. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
Hey, but let's get into it, man. Hey, man, today is National Are You Getting Signed by a Franchise Tag Day? Why? Because today, some folks gonna get paid, man. Somebody mama getting a new house today, man.
Absolutely.
Somebody daddy getting that Lambo today, man. And somebody parents may have to wait a couple months.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's jump into it. So if you don't know, today is the first day eligible. What's up with you, Miss Cortez and Crystal? Appreciate you, them real ass beautiful cowboy ladies. Appreciate you. Hey, listen to me, ladies. Today is the first day where they can put a ring on it, ladies. I'll tell you this right now.
Beyonce said.
Like Beyonce say, if you love them, today is the day you could put a ring on it. So we got a couple players, man, that might be getting a ring on it. Now,
yes, sir.
You can only, now listen to me. I don't know about all them polygamies and monogamies. If you in Utah, this don't apply to you because I heard the laws is different out there. But all the rest of the 49 states, you can only get one ring. And in the NFL, you only get one franchise tag. So I want to know, first off and foremost, which one of these gentlemen is going to get the Dallas Cowboys illustrious, I'm going to be faithful to you for 1 year ring, aka the franchise tag. Who on this team is eligible first? Who do you guys think out of these out of these free agents? Because you guys remember, you have to be a free agent to be even eligible to get the franchise tag. You got to be outside of your contract. That means you can't be a restricted free agent. You have to be a true free agent. And the franchise tag, very briefly, is a combination of the 5 highest paid guys at your position. So I want to know, Landlord, HTM, I don't even give a damn if who on this team do you believe deserves a franchise tag? Go ahead.
Not a damn person.
Not a soul.
Not a soul. Because listen, I am tired of 1 year rentals. Right? When you actually think about what makes more sense financially and more sense football wise, is to retain a player at a lower cap hit for multiple years. Right? Look at the cap numbers for these franchise tags. Right? Like people pointed out, I looked at a little article. People pointed out 4 guys: Tony Pollard, LVE, Donovan Wilson, and who was the other one? Dalton Schultz. Right? Donovan Wilson franchise tag is almost $18 million. Leighton Vander Esch franchise tag is $20 million. It is over $20 million to the franchise tag LVE. Dalton Schultz franchise tag is $13 million. Plus, because it will be his second franchise tag, there's actually going to be a slight bonus added to it. And Tony Pollard franchise tag is slightly over $10 million. Now, we got guys on our team, they're asking to take pay cuts. They're asking Ezekiel Elliott to take a restructure right now to try to save cap money. They're asking Dak Prescott to do an extension right now to try and save cap money. So why in the hell would you guarantee? And remember, franchise tags are fully guaranteed money for the year they played. Why would they guarantee anybody all that money when they could just sign these guys to a lower cap hit per year, and keep their service for multiple years? Because what happens if they get franchise tag and they go crazy? What happened if you franchise tag Tony Pollard and he's an all-pro running back this year?
What you mean, like Dak did?
Yes.
You mean like what happened with Dak?
Yeah, the market
Hey,
goes
HTM,
up every
you gotta
year.
speak up. HTM, they say you sound low on my side too. I'm gonna keep it real.
So I don't know what that is, man.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear y'all, but I don't know why my stuff acting like that. But one of y'all go real quick, and I'll see if I can
Hey, I need y'all to hit that. I need y'all to hit that super chat because HTM gonna be upgrading that microphone.
Yes, sir. Okay,
Wait,
shout out to Coach Marv with a $2 super chat too, man. He
the
said,
$2
"What's up, my
holler.
guys? What's up with you, Mr. Coach Marv? You the goat up in the building, man." But look, okay, look. After hearing those numbers from Henny, see, I'm glad I went after Henny. You know, he's the numbers man, so he just gave me a good perception on how I want to handle this. I agree with Henny. I don't want to give nobody the franchise tag after hearing those numbers like LVE 20 million and that's way too much money. That's way too much money. So
Guaranteed money.
ain't no way I'm trying to give him all of that. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing you could do is possibly what? Like you said, franchise tag no one and pay your people. Why you always taking your people through all this stress anyway? You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, it muddy the waters too much. You make people don't even want to work with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then some of the people be a little too sensitive. They don't know if it's really just business. You know what I'm saying? They be like, well, he ain't do Romo like this. Or, you know what I'm saying? He ain't do this person like this. Now you kind of muddy in the water, making it look like a little hostile in the atmosphere. So why don't you just show a good show of faith and just actually, you know what I'm saying, show some dedication to your player. Like, then why wait till when we gotta pay Michael Parsons? Like, it's gonna be ugly when we gotta pay Michael.
Shout
You
out
know
to
what I'm saying?
shout out to Thomas Jacobs with the $145 in stars. Appreciate you, sir.
It's gonna be ugly when we gotta pay Michael. Cause we ain't gonna be able to do all of this dirty business, sleazy business. Micah gonna say everything he wanna say. You know what I'm saying? He gonna tell it how it is. So hopefully we don't have to go through all that when it comes to paying our real players. But it looks like it is because we doing the same thing with Trayvon. When it's a proven commodity in the league, man, pay the man. That's all I'm saying. Just pay him.
Yeah, and I mean, this is my thing, right? If Josh Jacobs is gonna get $10 million to do what they are saying that Tony Pollard does, I know for a fact that I'm not gonna get that same production because the Raiders don't share running backs. They have one running back that carries their load. So if
Yeah.
you're telling me that they're gonna pay $10.5 million to their one running back, there's no way in hell I'm paying Tony Pollard $10 million. Like, if and listen to me, I'm not saying that he's not a $10 million player. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is the market is not gonna justify giving him a $10 million 1 year deal. And you got to say it like this: if you're okay with giving Tony Pollard $10 million, you theoretically should be open with giving any player $10 million that is as good or better than Tony Pollard. So it's like, my thing is this: if you're okay with giving Tony Pollard $10 million, why don't you call Saquon Barkley and see if he'll take $10 million? Shoot, why don't you call Josh Jacobs, see if he'll take $10 million? You know what I'm saying? Or why don't you call Kareem Hunt and see if he'll take 6?
Yep.
So it's like, and you got to think every player I just said right now is 100% healthy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's a lot to be said about guaranteeing some, because it's like, man, a franchise tag is a 2-way contract. You're guaranteeing me you're going to be good for 17 games. And you know what you're also guaranteeing? You're guaranteeing I'm going to get 17 games. Like, and think about this. Like, I don't want to put myself in a position where I have to play Tony Pollard. Think about this. Michael Gallup wasn't even on a franchise tag, and he felt the pressure to come back early. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if you were on a franchise tag and you have a 1-year deal. That means you only have 17 opportunities to get paid next year. See, what you guys got to remember is a franchise tag is a deal, but you know what it really is? It is a prove-it deal for next year.
Yeah.
It has really nothing to do with, like, everything you're doing is to prove that you're worthy of getting signed next year. And if you guys go look at, man, these guys that are taking these franchise tags aren't even playing. Most of these players aren't even playing on them. You know what I'm saying? Most of these guys, because the teams understand it makes more sense to put them on a deal than to hold up that type of money. There's just too much. And the crazy thing about it is, the Cowboys aren't even afraid of players getting hurt on a franchise tag no more. Like, they ain't even tripping no more. Like, that used to be my number one reason, bro. I ain't giving nobody a franchise tag. Because why? Because as soon as you do, they get hurt. And think about this: the last 2 guys that you franchise tagged did not play a full season. So Cowboys, you've gotten burned. Dak didn't burn you. Life did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Dak didn't hurt his leg on purpose. But guess what? You got for $32 million, bruh. You got 5 games. Dalton Schultz gave you 15 games for he gave you 15, including the playoffs. But let's just be real. There were games in the beginning of the season that Dalton Schultz was not healthy. That's why you saw Henderson and Ferguson kind of step up and take those roles. But as Dalton Schultz got healthy, you saw those guys' roles diminish. Just being real with you.
That's a good segue though, Wes, because like you said, the franchise tag is basically a prove it deal. Now you got to ask yourself, did Dalton prove it though? You know what I'm saying? Did he prove it?
Right.
That's the question we got to ask, because he was the last franchise tag guy. So now we in a, you know what I'm saying? We got to see how we feel about that, because I like Dalton. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's a premier. I don't think he's Kittle or Kelsey or nobody, but I think he's like that tier under that. And I would ask the question. To me, I would ask my quarterback. I know that sounds like a cop out, but we are already changing a lot of stuff that got to get used to and get acquainted with. He gonna have a new receiver. He got a new offense, new offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? If you got one constant, I might want to keep my quarterback safety blanket. That's just me.
And I'm gonna tell you this right now. I think some of y'all just be smoking crack when y'all say stuff like Dalton Schultz ain't proved himself. Either that or you had to work in the playoffs. Like, I'm gonna just be honest with you. Like, anybody that says that Dalton Schultz didn't prove anything, you were literally either you had to work during the playoffs, your cable went out during the playoffs, or you just slept through the playoffs.
Shout out to Mafia Miles with a $5 super chat.
Go ahead.
But let me tell you how Cowboy fans are designed, right?
Yeah.
Cowboy fans will look at the regular season, right? And they'll be like, "Oh, Dalton Schultz didn't do nothing," right? But then you look at the rookies that was behind him, and if Dalton Schultz didn't do anything, they for sure didn't do anything, right? Then you'll go look at Dalton Schultz when it matters, when like it counts. Like, because I'm gonna tell you right now, right? You guys know the reason why you don't like Dak is because of the regular season. For the most part, Dak balled in the playoffs. He just had bad moment. Yeah. But if you go look at Dak's 2 playoff games, put those stats together, Dak balled in the playoffs, bruh. Dude had like 6 touchdowns in 2 games.
The play calling didn't help him.
And I'm gonna tell you, but if you go look at the playoffs, you know who your most consistent player was? Dalton Schultz by far.
And let me piggyback on that real quick, Wes, because he
showed up that.
He showed up in the regular season too, though, Wes. Dalton Schultz is 5th in the last 2 seasons in total touchdowns, among tight ends. Kelsey is 1, Kittle is 2, Dawson Knox is 3, Andrews is 4, and Dalton Schultz is number 5.
So think about this. Dalton Schultz is those guys. The only difference is he don't have a jetpack on his back, bro.
Yep. Because he has more total touchdowns the last 2 years than Zach Ertz. He had more touchdowns the last 2 years than Hawkinson, than Johnson,
and Gobert,
than Henry, than Gobert.
Okay, hold on.
Joku.
The way you know how science work, you got to take one of those variables away. So what was Schultz when Dak went there? How he performed then?
Injured, bro. He was injured
too.
Oh, okay. I'm asking. I'm not making a statement. I'm asking a question.
No, he was injured. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, like, not even like I wasn't even trying to like make a point. It just kind of came out of my mouth. Like Dalton, like, and that's real. Like, we actually, and it makes sense. People be like, well, what happened to the rookies were balling at the beginning of the season? I'm like, yeah, because Dalton Schultz was hurt. But guess what? As Dalton Schultz got healthy, those guys could not get him off the field. And let's just be real. This is why I believe, unfortunately, in Dallas, they love young, cheap guys. So I don't believe anybody when they try to say, oh, the Cowboys just played Dalton. No, that's not the case. If the Cowboys can get a cheap guy that they think is cheaper and play him right now, they will. Like they did it with Dak. They will do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Dak was a 4th round pick. They switched over Tony Romo. The Cowboys have and I can even use that argument when we talk about Ezekiel Elliott. If the Dallas Cowboys really thought that Zeke didn't have, bro, they would have moved on for him last year, regardless of the money.
Because they would have moved on from Zeke.
Yes, because think about this. What did you gain from Amari? Amari Cooper shows you that they'll do what the hell they want to do.
When they in their feelings. But
Listen,
they ain't in their feelings with Zeke. They love Zeke though. You know they do have a tendency to love their players too
man,
much.
listen to
Look
me.
at how long they let Witten play.
Yeah, but
Witten was done like the last couple years, bro. He came back off of TV and came back and started over some talented deep.
yeah, but also
Outside in.
but that love. Remember that love. What they did to Dez. They love Dez too. They walked that.
Yeah.
They told. They didn't even. They told. Listen. They loved Dez so much. It took them 2 months to tell him he was cut.
The thing about Dez though, you know, he's a firecracker though. So they probably was scared. They was scared to just tell Dez.
I don't think they was. I mean, we all knew the writing was on the wall with Dez when they first made the first statement after the game. But what I'm really saying is this: like, you know, this is Dalton Schultz has the Cowboy. Us as fans, we have to stop doing the very thing that we do with our own quarterback. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now: when we tear down Dak Prescott, when we tear down Dalton Schultz, it's the same like processes that we use to tear down your quarterback. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. We should never be saying that someone's not somebody. Like, I'm not landlord. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be landlord. So how can that be a settlement of what it is? And let's just be real. If we're gonna say someone's not someone, let's say they're not like Jason Witten, or let's not say that he's not some current guy in the NFL, because you can become that guy. He
but
may
think
not
about it though, Wes. You have to establish a hierarchy though. That's the way that players get paid. You know what I'm saying? If it has to be a top guy, that's where you establish it from. You get a top guy, and then everybody else has to go under him. You know what I'm saying? That's the way the world works. You know what I'm saying? If this guy is performing at the top level, he gets the most money. That's just how it works.
Not necessarily, because Kyler Murray is the second highest paid quarterback in football.
That's a mistake in the Cardinals.
But that's not how the world works, though. The best players are not the guys that are getting paid. Like, that's not how the world really works. Is like, let's just be real. When Dak was the highest paid quarterback in football, was he the best quarterback in football? I'm a Cowboy fan. No, he was not.
No, but look though, the quarterback market is different though. The quarterback market is different. Like CeeDee Lamb, when we pay CeeDee Lamb, whoever the top wide receiver is, CeeDee Lamb gonna know he's not like his production. That's what it is. You can feel like you better, but it's like you still have the numbers. The numbers won't lie. Like, you might feel like your OC didn't use you properly or all these other variables, but at the end of the day, the numbers say this. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to. That's what they gonna use in the negotiation room, man. They gonna be like, look at these numbers.
But think about this. Everything that y'all saying, I'm sorry to say, it don't make sense. You want to know why? Because we gave him $10 million last year off those same numbers. So
he was a top 5 tight end.
He got good numbers, but we just saying, is his numbers as great as these other guys?
But he don't have to be as great as those other guys, because we're not paying. This is the thing that this is the first thing. If we're not going to use that argument to diminish Dak, we're not going to do it to any other player, because that's not fair. Because I'm going to tell you what player people do. They say Dak is not Josh Allen. Dak is not Lamar. What is that? There is not a scope when you look at someone's stats and say, okay, they're this person. Like, that's not fair to do. You can't do that.
I mean, you still put Patrick Mahomes at the top though. It's still a hierarchy that gotta be established with. It gotta
be. Listen to me, but that is your opinion. You don't get based off your opinion. Dak didn't get paid off of what Patrick Mahomes did. Dak got paid off of what he did and for this team. They don't listen to me. I guarantee you, when Dak is sitting in a conversation with Jerry Jones about his pay, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, bro, none of them names come up.
Yeah, they do.
I
think they do. I think they do.
Let me interject.
Listen to me.
Real quick.
Hold on. Let me say this. If they do come up, Dak should be making more money because he has better playoff stats than most of them dudes.
But listen, because when you talk about paying somebody, it's not really about who he is and who he isn't. It's about who he is and what his market is. And right now on the free agent market, Dalton Schultz is probably going to be the best available tight end.
Facts.
Right? If we look at the guys who are available, I would go back to what Chris my guy Chris Carter. Like he always used to say, like, people when he was trying to get paid, they used to tell him he wasn't T.O. They used to tell him he wasn't Jerry Rice. He said, okay, cool, well, those guys available. And he was like, and they said, "Nah." I'm like, "Okay, then. Well, I am your TO."
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
So so when it comes to Dalton Schultz, man, like he's going to be the best tight end that people can go out and buy. He's the best tight end that's going to be on the market. So like his market is whatever his market is.
And
So
it
you know,
Okay,
like
starts
just
at
answer
10.
that
And it
question we
starts at
said though.
10.
Do you think them names come up at all?
No.
I'm
but
asking Henny because we
hold up.
got your opinion.
But can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question, landlord?
Go ahead.
At your next job performance, what names are they going to bring up in yours?
They gonna be like, how much I perform. You know what I'm saying? If I perform better than the other people, I probably get more money than other people. That
Right.
it's all performance based.
Yeah, but
That's
listen
how it
to me.
is.
Yeah, but there is not a company in the world that is going to bring up your stats and then say that your stats and what you did are then based off what he did and your pay is off that. Bro, you would have an EOD lawsuit, and I will help you file that lawsuit.
I mean,
That
but
is not
look though,
that is not listen. No, the only time that happens is in professional ports because we can put our opinion on it. But when Dalton Schultz is sitting in a offense because think about this, these teams don't even run the same offense as us. So how could you sit in there and you? There's no way Dalton Schultz is sitting in an office with Jerry Jones and talking about his contract, and they're going to bring up Darren Waller or because think about this, Njoku makes more money than him, and Dalton Schultz has way better stats than him.
okay, think about this, Wes. You just said you basically making the case that getting better money or getting recognized better is not performance based. But even at a job, if you perform better other people, you're gonna get a promotion. That's performance based.
Exactly, but
Yeah.
but listen to me. But your performance base is based on your production.
But it's still based on how much better you did than other people.
No.
It is.
Listen, man. Listen, if that's the case, then how is a California market gonna get based out of Alabama, bro? We have more people than you. That isn't even realistic. How could a company base my performance where I have a higher yield, meaning I can actually sell to more customers? Because in a California store, we have 8,000 people walking in the store. In a Verizon store in Alabama, bro, y'all don't have those same numbers.
Nah, we don't.
So that's what I'm saying. No, your performance and your pay is based on you and your production. Now, also, what same thing Henny said. Throw in the factors that what? I'm gonna ask y'all a question.
Hey, hold on. Some people said y'all both right. I think so too. Cause I look the whole time I think I'm right. Cause like I said, ain't no way gonna come in there and say I want more money than Patrick Mahomes. Like they do that stuff.
See, he doesn't
They
have
do
to
that.
say that though. Listen, he doesn't have. Go ahead, Henny. He doesn't have to say that though.
I was gonna say like, listen, Daniel Jones is asking for $45 million.
Thank you.
So like the market is wherever your market
Thank
is.
you.
So I think it is like a combination of everything. But,
That's what I said. It's both.
It's just the way that the Cowboys do business. Like they are so blatant about disrespecting their players in public. We think that that's common practice. But
True.
but like Dalton Schultz, like he may not be, he doesn't have to be the other guy. It's just the fact that the tight end market is this, and he's the best available tight end. So like,
and he's a good. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. Like y'all need to. Like I'm gonna tell y'all what Cowboy fans is. You guys get so caught up in what's the next best thing. Listen to me. Y'all so stuck on like these tight ends that are better, but won't nobody answer. Please, the ticking. Somebody's clicking something. Who like y'all like we get so caught up on. We have a girl sitting here. You have your wife sitting here right here, doing everything she's supposed to do. Why y'all wishing y'all can get these other things? Kenny, you said the dopest thing that you said when you said a couple minutes ago. Who's gonna be your Dalton Schultz? If you let Dalton Schultz go right now, and we're not gonna say rookies, bruh. I am not going into a season when we lost in the second round of the playoffs to put that hope on two rookies who could not beat out that guy. Y'all want to put your seasons on that? I'm not putting my season. Why? And think about this. We are a team. We're acting like we're talking about a quarterback. We're talking about a tight end. The Dallas Cowboys have always carried 3 to 4 tight ends. So what is the problem? What is the problem with having Dalton Schultz, Ferguson, and Henny? What's the
I don't see no problem. I told you my solution was to ask Dak. I think you need an extra quarterback.
Man, F Dak. I don't give a damn what Dak say, man. Dak don't make that much money. I want to know.
No, I'm talking about comfort level.
Man,
That's what I'm saying.
Listen to me. When Dak wins an MVP, then he can tell me about what he gonna. No, I love Dak, but there's only certain quarterbacks that get that law. Patrick Mahomes, when you're invested almost $1 billion, you can let him. We not invested that much in Dak for him to be.
Look, that's one player you wouldn't get his insight on. One player. Like
Listen,
you already went over his head with Coop and stuff. You ain't asked nobody nothing. You just did what you wanted to do.
This is what I'm gonna tell you. Once you open that up, you can't close it. I'm sorry. I don't believe in that. I can't do that. Because you want to know why? Because that's somebody else's future. And then guess what? If Dak is like, oh yeah, get rid of him, and then it fails, guess what? I can't even go back to Dak and be like, bro, what the hell? You know what I'm saying?
But it's the same way though. It's the same way though, Wes. You know, it works both ways. If you didn't get none of his insight and you just did what you wanted to do, how could you blame Dak for failing? Listen, it works both ways, bro.
They gonna do that
it does work. It does work
That's
both ways.
Point. It's crazy.
But fellas, don't we think by Dak's play that we can see that Dak wants him? Like, what is there to ask? Like, what would we be asking Dak? Dak has thrown more touchdowns to Dalton Schultz in his career ever than anybody. So what would we be asking Dak? Like, Dak, do you want to keep the guy who you've thrown more touchdowns in regular season to, and in your career to, and in the postseason? He's thrown more touchdowns to Dalton Schultz than anybody in his career.
What it's gonna be is you'll be asking him, okay, Dak, we might be able to put some of this money somewhere else, or do you need Schultz? That'll be the question.
Can I ask? So, landlord, I'm asking you a question, landlord. Do you honestly think that Dak Prescott honestly believes that Jerry Jones is going to take money and put it somewhere else? And think about this.
Hey man, you can't be killing dreams like that,
man.
We still gotta have hope, Wes. We still gotta have hope.
Hell no, man.
Don't let the hope go, Wes. Good grief.
Hell no, we ain't. But I'm just asking. And then also think about this. Listen to me. Henny, you said something dope at the beginning of the show. We asked all these people to take less money to do freaking what?
They didn't do enough. I give you that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
if I was the players, I wouldn't even begin to listen to that. So you got me on now. I wouldn't even begin that conversation. Okay, Dak, you take a little less so we could do this. I'd be like, nah, you capped out. I'm good. Nope.
Hey, listen to me, fellas. Last year was proof that the Cowboys will never spend money. Because think about this, right? Bro, listen to me. You had your right tackle and your starting left tackle go down on your offensive line in the same year, bruh. You had no third receiver, no second receiver. Bro,
shout out to Common Sense Lab real quick, Wes. Schultz didn't show up until after Witten left. First shot are young, but we all saw potential and talent to be better than Schultz.
Did he really say Schultz didn't show up till Witten left? Witten's been gone 3 years. So you're telling me he's been good tight end for 3 years. I'll take that. I'll take that.
He has though. He has been.
He has. Y'all just
he been decent, bro. He been decent.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm gonna tell you, and then we can switch subjects. I'm gonna tell you the problem with Dalton Schultz. It's you. It's y'all.
It's not me. It's you.
It's really. I'm gonna tell you what the real problem is. It's you guys. You guys have your eyes fixated on something that we don't even need. Like, we don't even need this Donnelly Waller. And think about this. Do y'all want to pay for that? Like, do you look at the Raiders?
Obviously don't.
Look at the Raiders offense. The Raiders had Waller and they went and got what? Adams. So they weren't even happy with having their number one threat as a tight end. Then look at Atlanta. Atlanta got the most athletic tight end in football. What are they doing with him?
Wasting his career.
But Adams also had a number 2 too. Some Dallas don't know nothing about.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, we need to listen to me. Our tight end needs to be a
cutting so deep.
Who, me?
Both.
We don't know nothing about him.
Yeah, y'all. We just gotta, man. Listen to me. Dalton Schultz move. There's not too many moves y'all can make that we can't really recover from. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this: after winning 12 games and losing in the second round of the playoffs, you are not taking a guy off my team who scored 3 touchdowns and then scored a touchdown in a game that we lost by 6. I'm sorry. We're gonna fight for Dalton Schultz every day. He's that important. I felt that Dalton Schultz might be average, but he's above average for us. That's just what it is.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
Because
That's
listen,
true.
like there's nobody that you can bring in right now that is better than Dalton Schultz.
Nope.
Right? You all you have, you don't have proven production. You have potential. They see
Thank
the
you.
potential in Ferguson.
True.
They see the potential in Hendershot. They don't have the production for you to just say, they can handle it. You know, they can play a full 17 game season and they can give me what he gave me. Right? That's not even something that's proven.
Yeah.
So
Hey, if you want to ask me what I think a Dalton Schultz contract will look like, you want me to tell you what it is? Something like Michael Gallup. Hey, I'm asking you guys a question. If you guys don't like Dalton Schultz, how do you feel about Michael Gallup making $16 million this year?
I don't like it at all after
See,
last
nobody
year.
wants to talk about that though.
After last year, I don't like it. That's my guy. I'm bigger. I bet money I'm bigger on Michael Gallup than both of y'all and a lot of people in the chat box.
So
And
my
I'm just
question
being
is,
real.
landlord, what
I
would
don't
you
like
rather have? What would you rather have? Dalton Schultz at 10 or Michael Gallup at 16?
Not that Michael Gallup last year. I'd rather have Dalton.
Go ahead,
I'm just be real. But look, though, this was my biggest thing about the Dalton Schultz debate because I said you got to look at it like a free agent. Would you be trying to acquire a Dalton Schultz to your team? And I kind of stumbled like I might do because I ain't gonna lie, I might would want to bring him in. Just being real, but for what price though? That's where it gets, gets a little hasty. You know what I'm saying?
The nice thing about the one thing I like about Dalton Schultz is this: he jumped at the opportunity to take the franchise tag last year. And I'm gonna tell y'all, $10 million is the new $5 million. This is what it is. The franchise tag, the salary cap has gone up so many times that $10 million is not a lot of money. Like it's just, I know it sounds like a lot of money, but it's just not a lot of money, days. You know what I'm saying? So with that, a contract for him, man, listen to me. If you believe in the rookies, if you believe in Hendershot and all those guys, that's cool. But think about this. Even those guys have not differentiated themselves from each other. Because think about this. Who's better between Henny and Ferguson? You don't know. Because they basically did about the same. So you can't even just look. How would you decide who would be the starting tight end between Henny and Ferguson? You don't even know. Because their stats and everything they did was so similar. You know what I'm saying? So it's like right now, and think about this: your starting tight end is going to be a guy that's responsible for pass blocking, run blocking. Your starting tight end does more than just catch the ball. And think about this: we're going to be in a situation. We're hoping that we just got an offensive coordinator that's probably about to run the ball, man. So what does that mean? That means your freaking tight ends have to know how to run block. Like, we don't want to, this is not the year. Like, we want to, listen to me. If Kellen Moore was the offensive coordinator, go trade and go get one of these high-end tight ends that run 4.4s and 4.3s. But guess what?
I think you missed the Super West.
You ain't going to need it. My boy Dwayne says,
yeah.
My boy Dwayne Brown says, what's going to happen if we pay Dalton Schultz and get a number 2 receiver? I promise we will, saying we paid Dalton Schultz a lot of money, feed Zeke and getting nothing wrong. Listen to me. He says, a lot, feed Zeke and getting nothing. What's going to happen once we get another 2? Dwayne, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't answer that question unless I knew the future. You know what I'm saying? But I know when you predict the future, only negative stuff happens. But I will ask you this. What happens? Because if you guys notice, whenever people predict the future, they only think about the negative things that can happen. What if you paid Dalton Schultz $10 million and he performs like he did the last couple years? Like, he comes through for you in the playoffs, leads your team in first round in first downs. The problem with Dalton Schultz is he does a lot of good things that we don't appreciate. Like,
shout out to Common Sense Lab with a $10 super chat. He says, to be honest, Gallup was my reasoning not to pay Schultz. We didn't use that rookie contract to improve the team, so maybe use rookie deals elsewhere to improve the team.
Who's on a rookie deal? Schultz ain't on a rookie deal.
Nobody now.
Nobody's on a rookie deal.
I mean, that time is gone and past. Like they just mentioned, we did not, take advantage of Dak Prescott's rookie contract. Remember, we had him trying to pass to Allen Hurns and Deontay Thompson and all the other mess they tried to do that didn't work out.
That was goofy, man. That was goofy, man. That was goofy, man.
So they finally went and got Amari Cooper, right? And then they looked into CD Lamb. But by the time they looked to CD Lamb, that was 2020. That was the 4th year of Dak Prescott's contract, and he was a 4th round pick. He was playing for a contract at that point. So they missed a great window of opportunity. They could have went out and put premier weapons around Dak Prescott for the next 3 seasons, and they did not. They tried to penny pitch everything. They tried to have a cheap quarterback and a cheap wide receiving core, and it did not work out. It did not turn out into a championship team, right? So we missed that window of opportunity. But
And
you
then
really can't cut corners with nobody else. Right?
When you sit up here and get to the playoffs last year and you take away from that team, a normal guy would be like, I need to add to it. Maybe I get further. Why would you take away from that team? That's just crazy to me. That's crazy.
Yeah, and this is my thing, man. I don't care about athleticism in my tight ends. Like, I don't care about that. Like, you guys care about that. Our fans care about that because we've been talking about this pass happy ass offense that ain't got us nowhere. Like, give me a tight end. Give me a tight end like Jason Witten, who knows how to pass block, who knows how to shield block, who knows who can help my offense. I don't care about an athletic tight end. You know what that is? That's called a wide receiver. If you want an athletic tight end, go get a wide receiver. Because I'm gonna tell you this.
Common sense, name some of the people on Ricky Diggs we ain't thinking about. Ferguson, Shot, Bland, Diggs, and Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons a big one.
Yeah, but none of them deals really even matter because Bland is on a rookie deal, his first season. Listen to me. I have seen so many rookies come into the league, ball out, and I never talk to them dudes again that I don't believe nothing anybody do their rookie year. I'm sorry.
Show me again.
Show me exactly. I love Deron Bland, but they got to have 17 games of film on him, bro. And the receivers are younger now. So I don't like we love these guys, but bro, there's only a certain amount of players that do that. You know what I'm saying? So Bland,
look at LVE. Look at what happened his rookie year. Then look at the rest of his career.
Y'all gave Hurts credit for his first year of doing something, because I showed didn't.
I mean, this 3 years in.
This really his first year starting though.
Second year, he started all of 2021.
I thought he started halfway.
We beat the brakes off him.
We beat him last year.
Remember, he threw the pick 6 in Dallas. That was week 3. He started.
That's even a worse indictment on him because he was terrible last year and then had one good year. So I mean, but everybody praising him like he a top 5 receiver.
No, I'm gonna give him love for the season. I still need to see him do it again. It's always with me. Like
I'm on his top.
I need consistency.
And I'm gonna tell you this right here because y'all know I love the black quarterback. Jalen Hurts was not the same quarterback after he got hurt. I don't give it, and I'm not trying to defend him. I'm just telling that's what I saw. He was not the same quarterback after he got hurt.
Cool.
Shout out to the Notorious Drunk with a $10 super chat. He says, I got to go back to work, but I'll be back, fam. I don't want to miss all the nefarious news. Absolutely, sir. Hey, this turned out to be a great debate. I'm enjoying it.
Then my boy DJ said Hurts top.
Somebody said, give me a pointless tight end like Pitts over Schultz any day. I mean, that's good. And he gonna have just as many touchdowns. None.
Hurts had I'll say this. Hurts had a top 3 season, but I won't put him as a top quarterback until he plays good consistently, right?
Man, we seen the same thing from the quarterback position. Look at Cam Newton. He had one of them great years, went all the way to the Super Bowl, and then he never did nothing else.
That's true.
Real talk. So I'm not convinced. And I said this to Bird Gang. He came on my show, and my people in the trap attacked the man for no reason. But I said the same thing. I said Philly should be the last people who crowning somebody after 1 year. Look at what they did to Carson Wentz, and they had to blow all that up. Carson had a great year.
Yep, probably won the MVP had he not been injured.
Real talk, he had a great year and then never got nowhere near that type of level ever again in his life. Got passed around.
Kyle Pitts had Matt Ryan his rookie year, so I don't know what y'all talking about. Can I ask you a question? Why don't Schultz get any of these love? Why don't y'all like Schultz? Like, is it just his athleticism?
I like Schultz. I just don't. I'm not too sold on the money though. That's not. It's just the money for me.
Okay, but
it's my money and I need it now. Listen, Jerry Jones don't spend money no way, so overpay somebody. I don't care.
Think about this. My question is this: what are you overpaying for if you have the money?
Carson was a bad teammate. Yeah, I heard that Carson was an a-hole.
Yeah, it took people 5 years to realize that he had that rumor
out of
college.
Look, it's bad.
Out of college.
It's bad when you're an a-hole when you're not good. But a lot of the great people was a-holes and nobody said nothing.
Look at Aaron
Aaron
Rodgers.
Rodgers.
Like
Look
people
at Michael
despise
Jordan.
it.
Bruh,
Like,
Michael
You gotta you gotta be great to be an a-hole, bro. That's
they
all
overlook it. They
Yeah,
overlook
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like, and Carson Wentz was out there throwing game-winning touchdowns. They're like, you know what? He ain't that bad.
Straight up.
Hey, let me
Straight
tell
up.
you, Jay Cutler proved that you could be an asshole as long as you won. Wasn't nobody bigger asshole than Jay Cutler. You know what I'm saying? And everybody dealt with it until you started losing. And so you started
Like
losing.
you said, MJ, bro. Didn't nobody like MJ for real. But they loved him because of how great he was and how much they accomplished with him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Swain said you can't be ugly and mean. Yeah, you know the cute girls got to be mean. You can't look like you crawled out the trash can this morning and had that attitude.
And you talking crazy. And you talking crazy to me? Hell
Yeah.
no. And you talking crazy to me? Nah, you need to lower your goddamn tone.
You a strong 4 and you up here talking sex.
He said a strong
Facts. And man, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Something I know about these Dallas Cowboys, and unfortunately, I don't believe that Jerry Jones and all this is gonna fix them. Listen to me. This is not a team that you want to be making a whole bunch of changes. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. Some of y'all be forgetting that y'all Dallas Cowboy fans. Like, we are not Kansas City Chiefs fans. We are not about to trade Tariq Hill and then literally go to the draft and draft a Sky Moore in the first round pick, then go to the free agency and get Juju Smith-Schuster. Then why don't we trade and go get Kavarius Toney? Oh, how about we go get the other? Bro, listen to me.
We ain't that nefarious, bro.
Thank you, bro. Like,
We ain't that
I
nefarious.
be really wondering, who are y'all fans of, bro? Like, what is y'all talking about?
Shout out to B Bird with the $2 super chat. He said, y'all opinion, what kind of pay cut should Zeke take?
None.
Because technically he ain't gonna take a pay cut.
None.
Like, because listen, Aaron Jones, like he's not gonna have a $16 million cap hit. He's still going to get that money, right? It just.
Okay, if that's the case, I don't care. I don't care if it. I'm just concerned with the cap hit. That's what I'm concerned with. I'm concerned with the cap hit. I don't care about how much money he's making.
So they're gonna lower his cap hit.
Hey, somebody explain. You know what? I love this conversation. Explain that real quick, because I think some people need to understand that. Explain.
Yeah, as far as the cap hit go, if they restructure it, they can put some of this money down the line instead of it just affecting us so much right now. Like, you on a budget when it comes to 1 year. Like, 1 year, his cap hit would be what would be the number right now?
For Ezekiel Elliott?
Yeah.
Somebody 16, a little bit over $16 million.
See, his cap hit will be 16 right now, like on this year's cap. And that affects the total cap that you have for this year. So if you can restructure it, you might be able to lower that down to about 10 or 8, and he still get his same money. Like, all we care about is how big the budget is for the Cowboys this year. That's all we care about.
Right.
That's how you should care about.
Yeah. Because remember, I don't care Ezekiel Elliott made $100 million. If it only cost us $2 million, then like that's between him, God, and Jerry Jones.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
yeah.
Like,
and they can be paying them under the table for all I care. All I care about is the cap. You know what I'm saying? All I care about is the cap hit.
And I really don't care about the cap hit if they were actually going out spending money and putting great players on the team. I wouldn't care about that either. It's just the Cowboys are so iffy about getting good talent in. Like, we got a penny pinch.
Yeah.
And think about this. We're literally like, the Cowboys are literally like a black family, bro. We're like a black single mother, bro, at the grocery store. My mama's about to penny pitch and tell me I can't get all this stuff that we can get just because she don't feel like buying it, bro. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna be on the cereal line, and I'm gonna be like, Mama, can we get some Frosted Flakes? She said, we get no damn Frosted Flakes. Them $3.49, man. We got cornflakes on top of the refrigerator right now. You better put some sugar on them things, man.
But look, Wesley, we do have to make sure we get our message out clear. So, okay, even though we're not asking Zeke to get a pay cut, we do want to lower that cap hit, though. Yeah. We do want to lower the cap hit.
Me personally?
Yeah.
This is what I'm gonna say.
Man, you gotta lower that cap, Wes. I'm not taking nothing else for the answer, bro.
No,
I'm not.
You're gonna take this answer, and I'm gonna tell you why you're gonna take this answer, because I've been a Cowboy fan for 35 years. I'm 40, but I only been a Cowboy fan for 35 years. I don't count the years I don't remember. Mm-hmm. This is what I know about Jerry Jones. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't think anybody should renegotiate a contract that they agreed to sign unless you are going to do something with that money to benefit my time with this team. Because I'm going to tell you what the Cowboys like to do. Example, Cowboys kind of mushed Travis Fredericks in retiring. Retire. You want to know why? Because they saved $7.5 million. Everybody thought we was about to go do what? Go get one of them Ponce brothers because one of them just became available. You know what the Cowboys did? They went in the draft, drafted Tyler Baez and gave him the starting job. While Connor Williams, who's sitting beside him, is technically a better center than him right now.
Yep.
But they did not want to pay Connor Williams. So they kept Tyler Baez right now, who is the worst, who is graded out as the worst, one of our worst offensive linemen. So history tells us that the Dallas Cowboys are not going to even spend the money. So that's when if I'm Zeke, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm down to save you money if you're going to use the money to make a team better while I'm here. But bro, I don't give a damn about the Cowboys in 2028 being financially sound. I don't give a damn about that, bro.
Me either.
I care about right now. So that's why if I'm Zeke, I will only restructure if you were trying to do something that is going to make this team better. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. They got his Mari Cooper off this team, didn't even care about the money.
Time out, Wes. Like you said, if you do it, you don't care about 2028. Look, that's going to scratch. The cap going to keep rising, so it won't even matter.
Exactly.
It won't even matter.
Thank you. And think about this. Imagine saving all this money for 2028, and then you
hold on. Just because somebody made the Pro Bowl does not mean they're a good player. The fumble hurts. The backup quarterback for the damn Ravens made the Pro Bowl, and he had more interceptions than touchdowns and only started 3 games. The Pro Bowl is a popularity contest.
It's a joke.
If you go and look at the actual numbers, go and look at their Pro Football Focus grades, the number of penalties they had, the number of pressures allowed, sacks allowed. Connor Williams clears Tyler Baez easily. Don't go there. You're a casual fan and you look at Pro Bowl selections. Don't do that. This is high level football talk.
And I'm gonna tell you something. And y'all don't even know. Y'all just walked into a buzzsaw because I was about to call him my government name. My cousin's actually putting an article together on that actual subject, so I kind of walked y'all into an ambush on that one. Kenny got a gang of. I'm gonna tell y'all that Connor Williams and that Tyler Baez, y'all leave that alone. Just read the article when you drop it.
Yeah, nah.
Leave that alone.
And listen, I didn't even mean to fuss at Ken folk like that. That's a little touchy subject for me, Ken.
Hey, it hurt when you done did the research. Like when you done took the time to do the research and somebody say something that ain't true, you be like, hold on, man. Hey, it make you jump. I thought he was finna jump through the screen for a minute. I need my button, but then
I'm gonna tell you what I thought you was gonna say. I'm gonna tell you what I honestly thought you were gonna say, bro. I literally thought you were about to say the Cowboys just franchise back Tony Pollard.
Ooh.
When you stopped right now, I literally thought that's what you were about to say.
Yeah, because he was a little excited then. I was like, hold on.
Like, bro, you scared the shit out of me right now. Don't do that again, idiot.
I'm not gonna lie, though. I am finna have to get out of here, man. Like this, I done spent my lunch break chopping it up with y'all. So I gotta bring this to a close real quick, brothers. But I appreciate it. It was a fire ass show though.
Hey, real quick. Hey, I'm gonna tell you all this right here, real quick. This show is about banter, man, and we love it. I ain't gonna lie. We gotta make sure that we get on here. Man, I'm gonna tell you, this morning we was late. I'm gonna keep it real. We was late because we was trying to get y'all some film and some edits and stuff. But I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. This that pure coke right here, man. We don't need film. Yeah. We ain't listen to me. From now on, 10 a.m. HTM Landlord Sports. We gonna be live. Damn the film. Damn all that other stuff, bro. Because what's coming out of our mouth is more fire than anything else, man. We don't need it, bro. We don't need it.
We just killed this. I liked it. The back and forth, the debate, all that. That was dope.
We don't need it. We don't need it. So tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., we going to be on time. For F the film, we might not even have thumbnails, but we going to be live. We gonna be live. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, 3 Amigos of Cowboy Talk. We'll see y'all tomorrow. You already know what it is. Never look down because stars up. Peace.
Peace.